Hello everybody, today we are looking at domain name generator. It's some software written in Python. For those of you who didn't recognize it immediately, it is a way to check with Whois for whether a domain name and the combination of keywords that you've supplied is available. So what it does is it makes requests to Whois and it checks each of the combinations that you've created with your keywords or your arguments, which are effectively keywords, and at the end then it checks every combination. So you've got for keyword tuple in combinations, checks them all, and then you get a nice CLI printout to your screen showing whether the domain name is available. So let me just show you what I've done so far. This is quite long, but I've been putting in fairly short words. And what this is doing is it's actually checking .com, checking for .com, free, untaken .com addresses. So let's put in something. I'm going to keep these short, but let's go bag bin bot. We're starting, so Python, you can put Python 3 if you need to, dmg.py, I've just shortened the name of the code, otherwise it's identical to Tristan's code that you saw on GitHub. Starts with, so blue, ends with box, --kws, keywords, and then you put in each of your potential keywords, and what it'll do is it will check whether starts with one keyword and then ends with is available. If not, it will try starts with and then multiple ones of these. So let's run it. And as you can see, once you start having a start, an end, and a middle word, things start becoming available. Basically, any domain name has pretty much been taken if it's just two words. But so we've got, again, this is totally random. If you want these addresses, then well, good for you. But these are fairly meaningless, I would have said. I've kind of just used these for an example. Kept it neutral. So blue bot box, blue bin bot box. So you can see here it's just taken start word, ends with, and it's just put in, it's found where just one of those keywords creates an available list. Blue bot box, blue bin bot box. It's also, I think it just goes up through the numbers as well, or did I put in 3? Yeah, I put in 3, sorry. So what I'll also do is I'll show you let's change 1 to 1 and get rid of power, and let's get rid of box. So now we're just looking for starts with, so it starts with blue, ends with nothing. So really we're just looking for blue and any of these which will form the domain name. So let's just put in something a bit more obscure, just to give us a chance of actually finding something that is blue followed by another word. So let's put in wheelbarrow, blue wheelbarrow. bluebotwheelbarrow.com. So again, it's actually used blue, and because it can't create anything with just with the start word and any of the keywords by themselves, it's used blue and then more than one keyword. So all these domains are available. Blue G wheelbarrow, because I think I told it to allow the letter G. blueokwheelbarrow.com. So this is really showing you. Also, you could build a list You could build a list of words and then you could iterate through that list within a for loop, calling this program. What other word? Let's go for some alliterations. So let's think of another word beginning with W that we can start with. So wacky. Let's see if wackywheelbarrow.com or any other combination is free. It's amazing how many domains are not available. Oh, okay, wackywheelbarrow.com is available. I think I think it's actually going through the list in sequence. So what you could probably do is sort it. And also what you could do is you could modify the code so that it just ignores where it's using a combination of these keywords. So you could just tell it, or you could even just display the result, only display the result where you've got the starts with and one of your keywords. So let's just do one more. And in fact, let's make the end bit shorter. Bag, bang, bus. I can't think of a word. Bah. And let's think of a short word. So red. And starts with, let's think of a bit more of an obscure. Let's say we were thinking of a bookshop or an online bookshop. Bookshelf. Let's start with I don't know if this is good for search engines or not, but let's start with, actually let's not do let's do E, as in eBuyer, eBay, etc., etc. There we go. So we're finding some short stuff. ebarshelf.com, ebangbashshelf, ebagbashshelf, ebarshelf. In fact, let's just do some strange ends with MO, starts with E, and let's just put in some random letters. If you go for some quite obscure combinations, so we're starting with E, we're ending with Mo, and then got any of these in the middle. evinmo.com is available. So that's a 6-letter .com address. It doesn't really mean anything, but then again, I think these days you find a domain that's free and then you name your company after it. So you could spend a lot of time doing this. So probably the best thing to do is to modify. If you wanted to, you could modify this code so that you only display results that are less than, say, 6 or 8 letters .com. LATKOV. Let's try these then. Ecovmo. Does that actually mean something in a foreign language? That looks like it could be Swedish or Icelandic or Latvian maybe. Ecovmo. So there we go. That is how to search for available.com addresses using a Python script and querying verisign. It uses iter-tools and it doesn't use requests. I don't quite know why Tristan didn't use requests. If you see this, Tristan, maybe you can tell us. And again, all credit to Tristan. I'm not claiming this is mine. So, domain name generator. I just kind of showed how to use it and just kind of. It's nice sometimes to look at other people's code and see what you can learn. So yeah, use socket, iter-tools, regular expressions. Yeah, parser. So he's using args, taking lots of args from the user. Yeah, potentially you might get away without doing that. You could read from a list. You could have a CSV of potential keywords, and maybe automate it a bit more. But depends what you want to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with something else next time. See you soon. See you next time.